what's the purpose of what we're doing here?
You have eyes? Did you come up on that side of the vehicle and see this? Come here.
I did.
It's a mobile billboard traveling the country. Come here. It plainly says what I'm doing. Stop by, sign the petition, meet 420 Jim. And your department, don't talk to your department people and whatnot. I'm welding 30 feet back from there. I've been told by a couple other officers I'm perfect.
Okay.
No, I don't camp. No, I'm not selling nothing. And I was here for 3 days, and y'all go on the 4th day, come by like this.
Well, today's my first day back from vacation,
okay.
It's the first time seeing you. So.
Well, right on. I didn't park here the 4 days. I parked over there by Taco Bell the one day, because I know it's 48 hours. But I'm 420 Jim. Nice to meet you, officer.
420 Jim.
Yes, sir.
Did you change your name legally?
Well, the judge did. The judge did, yeah. And the other officer this morning, he couldn't figure out, so what's your last name? And I said, Jim. What's your first name? And yes, my tag, he called it in. I've got the sticker for it. I just haven't got back to Knoxville yet.
Okay.
But I travel the country. If you Google my name, nobody belongs in jail for weed. I want federal legalization.
Or something? Like a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
I normally fly a flag. It's got the blue bar on it, but I got to replace it. But I respect all the good cops. I want the bad ones fired.
I got you.
And this is probably my last day here. Heading on towards Kentucky and down to Florida. I haven't seen family in 30 years. But yeah, you check out the internet. You haven't seen the
family in Florida in 30 years?
Yeah. They thought I was dead. Well, my mom was murdered there in the late 80s. Alcohol party, it went wrong. Yeah. And I kind of stayed out of Florida because, at one time in my life, if I'd met the guy, I would have. But nowadays, I got you. I just wish him peace and love.
Right.
And see what I put up there?
Yeah.
Everyone needs a little Jesus.
You're good. I actually keep one of these. My wife puts it right in front of the E on her gas gauge because she's just hoping and praying. You know what I'm saying? Once she gets to that point.
Well, now you're gonna tell her that 420 Jim gave you a little Jesus.
Hey, like I said, it's first time seeing you out, so I just wanted to stop with you and check with you. So,
like the other officers, they were just doing their job.
So we're just making sure there's not going to be any traffic issues and stuff like that.
No.
So people are getting around you fine, so I don't see any issue with it. So, and like you said, you are enough away from the intersection, away from the corner. So, and as long as there's no traffic problems that arise from it, man, you're good to go. So,
I appreciate it.
All right. I appreciate you being cool with us and all that. So,
yes, sir.
But I don't know if I could live in a Winnebago, to be honest with you.
Well, see, I don't live in it. It's like a trucker. I'm out from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. People can come by here, but they do even at night.
Right.
I take 8 hours of the day, just like a trucker, to lay down on the couch. Yeah. There's no bathroom, no, none of that in here.
I got you.
It's just a mobile billboard that I take across the country.
I got you. Hey, so truckers are 10 hours, by the way.
Yeah, well,
I gotta have a 10-hour break.
I just know I can legally take an 8-hour break from traffic.
Well, you're not commercial, really. So I mean, depends on how you look at it, I guess.
I just try and make it fair. Like I know the 48-hour law here, Missouri is 72 hour, Kansas is 72 hours.
Yeah, it's all depending on city ordinances and stuff like that. So. And then some counties in Missouri don't even have ordinances. They just have the state statute.
They got some pretty bad ones there.
That's Springfield, Missouri? Yeah.
That's the only place I've ever had trouble. And if you went on right now and Google my name, 420, you'll see back in 2016 and 17 a problem with Springfield and me. Okay. They tried to say I was camping. And I went to court and proved to them, no, I'm not camping.
Right.
How are you doing a petition and camping?
Right.
Camping and recreational is totally different from what I do.
Right. No, I get that. Well, we do have a camping ordinance, but this would not fall underneath that. So you're not making up the website, so.
No.
All right, man. Do you have a lot of people that want to come up and buy weed from you? Is that why you put all the signs up? Yeah, I was just curious.
You would be surprised, especially in the illegal states.
Right.
And we're going backwards, sadly. Texas just banned all THCA. Well, they just banned every pot plant in the world. Every plant grown is THCA. I don't care if it's hemp or the highest grade.
Right.
Every plant is THCA until heat is applied. Then it becomes THC.
Right.
So they just outlawed every plant in Texas again.
I got you. So, well, we're recreational here, man. So
Oh, you won't be after it becomes a class 3. Then the feds are going to step in. They're going to take the recreational away and make it a medical.
Just do it medical.
And then if you catch somebody with a roaching ashtray, you can bust them, all kinds of stuff.
Honestly, when it comes to marijuana, a lot of times it just, even whenever it was a medical only anyways, it was more of a headache to try to do anything with it than it was to, you know.
When I first
the only time we really messed with it was whenever like juveniles were involved.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know.
When I come through here the first time, I stopped in Sedalia at a Walmart. I come out and there's a dozen people around and I'm like, wow, you know.
Right,
and they're, are you here for Jeff? Are you? And I'm like, who's Jeff? Jeff Mazansky. He's doing life without parole. And I'm like, how many ton did he have? 3 grams when he got his 3rd strike. You're out.
Yeah,
he was in prison 22 years and a few months, but Governor Nixon, I think it was, let him out in like 2016.
That's crazy.
Isn't that life without parole? Did 20-some years for weed.
The funny, I'm not gonna say the funny thing. The crazy thing is, like, probably 2 years ago we did a search warrant, and we got like 33 pounds of high grade. Still had, you know, it was. Still had the dispensary labels and all that from California on it. You know. Of course, you know.
Now, when they're illegally transporting stuff, I understand that they're not paying the taxes.
And that wasn't the thing. So, like, but the state here, since recreation was legal, the state here wouldn't even mess with it. But once you add, you know, the 6 ounces of cocaine,
now then you get into it.
That's when the feds wanted to work with us.
Yeah.
So that guy is currently in federal prison. So. But either or, I say that for the purpose of, like, once recreational became legal, we really stopped messing with weed around here.
Yeah.
So
and y'all probably will, but the feds aren't going to.
Right.
Once they keep it, why are they going to keep it a class 3? Because it's a controlled substance. Yeah. Why isn't it like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine? They kill people. They're more addictive.
Right.
But yet we're going to call. But here's my take on it. Everybody wanted the Epstein files and this, that, and the other. Now it come out, nobody gives a shit about what they are doing, but they want to lock up the pot smokers.
Well, I mean, technically the feds weren't doing, even whenever it was a class 1, through the feds, we still had recreation. I don't see them going into the states and trying to do it. You might prove me wrong.
Well,
but
the only reason I say that, years ago, you could go to local gas stations and stuff and buy cocaine. Coca-Cola had it in Coke.
Yeah.
As soon as they made it a medical substance where you had to go, you can't share Valium or codeine. How are you going to get away from sharing my bud? Yeah. You're going to be able to write someone a ticket if they don't have it in a prescribed bag instead of a baggie.
Right.
Now maybe your state or your city won't enforce them, but federal law will.
Federal law will, yeah.
They're just coming after it.
Yeah, you're right on that. So. It really just depends on who the president is.
It's going to be who the president and what is. And that's why I'm doing a petition. People that like Trump, okay, tell them you want it done. The people that don't like Trump, here's your chance to say, Trump, I want you to do it. I'm the person, let's speak. And on that petition, leave your voice.
Yeah.
You know, why you don't think they're going to do it? People ask me all the time, do you support Biden when he's on? Do you support? I support the office of the president and whoever's flying the plane.
Right.
I didn't like Biden, but I supported him 100%. Now that he's out of office, screw you, Biden.
Right. All right, man. Well, I'm getting out of here.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Just make sure the traffic just stays flowing and you're good to go.
Love your service. Tell the other gentlemen they're more than welcome. Come by and get a little Jesus too.
All right.
These days. Look at that. Another one. Hey, 3 for 3 today, and all 3 of them. Wow. Nice. Knock on wood, but nice. He happened to come up when a lady was here getting her little Jesus. But he just come on duty, didn't know, you know, never seen me or nothing. And I think it's cool that they're coming by and meeting me. That is just so cool. I love meeting good cops. I love telling them about what I'm doing, and I love giving them a little Jesus. So it's a win-win-win for me. And it looks really good for their department. Hey, can I get a thumbs up, you know, for putting up with the law enforcement, you know, and sticking up for your rights for cannabis? That ain't worth a thumbs up. There's 29 of you and only 12 of you can give a thumbs up. Hey, friends, how you doing? Oklahoma. Man. Well, it was a different officer come by and say hi. You know, they can all come by and say hi if they're like these officers, and I wish they would. I'll give them all a little Jesus, you know. They're just basically doing their job. You know what I mean? None of them so far has tried to violate my rights or nothing. I mean, they come up, whoa, but after a couple minutes of talking, you know, and they see that I'm not out here trying to sell drugs or this, that, and the other, that I actually follow the laws, and I show them my ID, whether they ask for it or not, they get a kick out of that. Cheers. And see, he was nice. He said technically I could take 10-hour break, not 8, but 10-hour break. Yeah, he was a cool cop. Yeah. Well, like he said, you know, the feds will come in and try and enforce their bullshit. But, you know, maybe the cities and the state won't. I don't know how it's going to work out. All I know is we've never been like that before. And we don't need them to have it as a controlled substance. We really don't. We've proven it's been a lot better. But now they've hired scientists to lie and say it don't help for post-traumatic, when we know that's a bald-faced lie, just like calling it marijuana. That's a bald-faced lie. Well, Coke is good. Well, you're an idiot. Coca-Cola maybe is good, but not cocaine. Only an idiot would say it was good. Definitely a good cop. Yeah, I'm still in the Bluff. Yeah, I'm going to leave tomorrow. I'm taking off tomorrow, I think. I can't get a call back from a guy at the next town I was going to, and it probably ain't going to get a call back today because they close at 5. I'll try calling in the morning, then I'm just going to stop there and see what happens. I mean, I attempted. I try to be a good dude. Yeah, that was a good cop. Absolutely a good cop. Thank you. God bless you too. I'm trying to catch up on some of the messages. Yes, cannabis is a healing plant of the nations. You got that. Mushrooms are cool. They're from God too. Well, everybody's going to get legal medical next year. Yep. Yeah, come on by. I'll give you a little Jesus, just like I gave that officer. Come on by. I'll give you a little Jesus. Yes, and I will. Oh, I get on high on life with Yahweh and Yahshua. You know, Yahshua paid the blood sacrifice to introduce me to Yahweh. So, yes, I get high off of life, my Savior, and my Father. And I really like studying and reading the Bible and stuff when I've got some cannabis. Because cannabis opens your third eye as to where calcium that you was brought up as a kid, brush your teeth 3 times a day with that fluoride, and they put in the water. Wake up, dummies. Why do you think they put it in our water? It's poison. There's no other reason to put it in the water than to build a calcium block around your third eye. And no, it's not a literally eye. It's your psychic eye that we all have. Every one of us have. And it goes back to your pituitary gland, or whatever the hell they call that. The little grain of rice in the center of your brain. Cheers. Just like when a lady is lactating, has breast milk, her natural levels, open your ears, natural levels are 6 times higher than any other time in her life. Why? Because it gives pain relief, hunger to the fetus as it develops in the womb. If you're in Poplar Bluff, I think it's called. I don't want to say it wrong. I know it's not popular, but Poplar Bluff, please come on by. Say hello. Get pictures. If you donate a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, any donation at all, you get a tag in the most photographed RV in Missouri right at the moment, I guarantee you. If you come by, I'm going to ask you and let you know that Genesis is where he gave us every herb-bearing seed. To make it against the law is like saying God made a mistake. And I'll tell you, everyone needs a little Jesus, and then I'll give you one. This is where you can sign the petition. No one belongs in jail for weed. We need it federally legal. Once again, where you can sign the petition. The cop liked my sign. No, I don't sell or have weed. And when I said, yeah, you know, I don't like people piss on my rights. He's what people? I'm like them. You know, the city of Springfield, Missouri. People like them. But like I showed him, it says exactly on the side what I'm doing. I always put these signs out to let people know. When they drive by, if they don't want to stop, they can get an idea. I normally put them up here on the windshield, but I got to buy a couple more pieces of poster board and some more tape. I'm trying to get a tank of fuel, so I'm not, you know, sweating the tape and the poster board $10. I'd rather have fuel right now. For those that don't know, hey, how you doing? For those that don't know, I am a cannabis addict. I've been on the road since March 1st of 2014. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Man, I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. I drive this mobile billboard across the country fighting for your rights. That cop agreed with me right there that nobody knows what's going to happen when it becomes a class 3. And he agreed he couldn't answer any of the questions like, how's it going to be? Yeah, the cops showed up. Yep. Well, good for you that you don't need a substance to get high. Don't come on my channel and put it down or nothing. Because if you say cannabis is bad, you're an idiot. Good for you that your third eye's open and you don't use it. Good for you. Thank you. Give it a rest. Here, why don't you give it a rest for 5 minutes? You could have a rest for 5 minutes. You want to come back and smart off again? I'll get rid of you. Yo, Big Mike. Yes, Jesus is number 1. My family's number 2. Hey, thank you for subscribing, my friends. But make sure you hit that petition. Oh, he just wanted to try and tell me I couldn't, you know, what was I doing there? Why am I parked there? And I told him, explained, and he was good with it. Oh, only an idiot would say weed is bad. You can have 5 minutes to think about being an idiot on my channel. Hello, Michigan. You wouldn't slap the shit out of nobody. You're stupid. You're stupid, but I'm going to report your threat. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. No, I think we got 2,000, almost 3,000 subscribers, yeah. But only like 2,000 on the petition. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't get high. I feel normal. When I consume cannabis, I feel normal. Absolutely. I don't get high no more. Thank you for having my back. I'm not living in this thing. Didn't you hear the cop say that it wasn't camping or recreational? Why do I need to explain to it? The cop just said it. Didn't you watch the live? I'm not in no damn camper camping. I'm not in no damn recreational vehicle having recreational fun. Nope. 16 hours a day, I'm out here maintaining a mobile billboard, talking to people, educating them, and keeping vandalism and stuff down, and letting people have pictures and stuff. I volunteer my time 16 hours a day to make that happen with no pay. Why ain't you talking about that instead of why can I be parked here? Because many people don't have balls to make a mobile billboard and go stand up for anything. You know, otherwise you would know about things like this. But if I was breaking any such law, living in here or anything, do you think he would let me sit here or give me a ticket? Yeah, see, I don't live in this. Unfortunately, like a trucker, you know how a trucker goes and hits the road sometimes 6-7 days, cross country and whatnot? What do? Eat, sleep, and drink in their truck. And they're not living in it, and I'm not living in mine. I've got a home back in Black Canyon City, Arizona to go to. Got one in Knoxville. I could be going to either one. No, I'm not out here camping. I'm doing just like a trucker. I've got a billboard I'm bringing across the country. Now, if I don't want to set up or whatnot, oh yeah, I'll go pay for a campground or something, you know? But other than that, I'm not breaking no laws. I got every right to be out here parked 48 hours until I have to move on. He don't want no smoke with us. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not an RV. Even the cop admitted it's not an RV. Get that stupidity out of your head. It's not an RV. It's not even the same thing. Here, have you ever done this? Let me show you something. You want to continue with the RV bullshit? Watch this. Why don't you just do this? Definition of a mobile billboard. Voila. Billboards that move. Now, if that guy's in that truck and he goes 16 hours and he turns around and goes to sleep or pulls in truck stop and sleeps up there, ain't no law broken, right? Say right. Say I'm right. See, I know what the hell the laws are. I beat their stupid charge in Springfield, Missouri back in 2017. Check this out. If you Google my name, 420 Jim, come back to that petition, but I want to show you somewhere down here. Oh, look at that, 420 Jim doing the Lord's work. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, what's that say? 420 Jim cleared a Springfield charge for camping in public. October 24, 2017. Yeah. Tell me how I'm camping and shit? Now go back to that petition. Click on it, my friends. This green box is going to come up. And here's the petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need the federal and state prisoners released. We need it federally legal. Instead of people worried about me camping or having an RV or something, won't you worry about what's right? Nobody belongs in jail and we need it federally legal. You can be 1646 if you go sign it. Somebody just signed it 26 minutes ago and 41 minutes ago. We need to get signatures coming in every minute. I mean, I'm glad that it's going up, but we need it to go click, 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 because as soon as we can get it to 10,000, I'm going to pull a permit to do a march in Washington, D.C. Okay? What's this say? We go another flood cycle. What the hell is that? Where a person sleeps and where a person lives is a different thing, dummy. I can sleep right here on this couch. I can sleep right up in that chair. I can sleep right over in that booth right there. Why do you want to argue and just be stupid? Even the cop said it, you know? You're definitely not camping. Exact words. Hey, thank you for sharing and getting signatures. I'm not doing shit. Well, why are you on my channel? I got your attention, dummy. So right off the bat, dummy, I got your attention. You're on my channel. So I did shit. I got your attention. Enough that you had to comment. And too dumb to realize I got your attention. That's what I do. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, my friends. I got to skip down because I'll never get to all these comments. So if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. If you buy weed, you spent your government money on something not taxable. Bullshit. They tax you out of these dispensaries. The state tax is a tax. Bullshit. They tax you. And here, when they make it medically available, you're going to pay another tax. You're going to pay a federal tax. Hillbilly's right, though. Oh, they're called trolls, my friend. They're called trolls. I could care less about them. Oh, they tax the shit out of cannabis. But 50 cents of every dollar you make always goes back to the government for a tax. It does. And you should always see your local guy. Number one, your local guy has the best weed for the cheapest prices. Number two, your local guy aren't going to report you with a narcotic and take away your gun rights. Number three, he ain't going to tax you when you leave the door. Always see your local guy first. And also, remember, when you go to the dispensaries, half of this bullshit in dispensaries is nothing but pure poison and garbage. Half of it, at least. It's grown in chemicals, and it starts with genetically modified seeds. None of that's from God. That's just bullshit that they've made, and it's quick for profit, and everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to go get this. Stay away from that cheap bullshit and all. Cheers. I've had 4 different people give me a little bit of Missouri homegrown that is more kick-ass than anything I bought in the dispensaries when I was in Missouri. The homegrown's so much better. Always support your local guy. Big Chicago. Why would I lie? Tell me where I lie. You say one thing I lied about. Go ahead. I'll prove you wrong. Go ahead. It's easy to call someone a liar, but you can't back it up. You know why? Because I don't lie. Yahweh and Yahshua wouldn't like that. You can call me a liar all you want, but that's just a lie from a demon. Come on, tell me what I lied about so I can tell you, you know, if I did, I'll apologize to you. What did I lie about? I'm doing okay. This is the 3rd time I was visited by the Popo. So I went live. Oh, I'm doing the Lord's work. You know that movie, Blues Brothers? Where they drive around in that cop car? and they keep telling everybody they're on a mission from God. What do you think the planet that heals all nations is? You think that's a rose bush or something? How about a plant that feeds, clothes, fuels? I mean, there's so many things you could do with the cannabis plant. I think that's the plant of all nations is actually the cannabis plant. But, you know, that's just me, and I think that's why they've kept it from us. But see, I do things like I read the books that they tell me that are forbidden because why are they forbidden from the Bible? There got to be a reason. Don't just tell me they're forbidden books. You got to tell me why. Or you know, if you can't tell me why, then it's just bullshit, right? Here's one headline I made years ago. You can't spell healthcare without THC. Tell me that's not a great headline to get in the newspapers. Come on, tell me. Can I get a shout out? A shout out for what? Hey, shout out. Hey, Texas, you want to know why you're never going to get it legalized? You know, you want to know why? It's your own damn fault. And I can prove it. I can prove it. Would you like me to explain why I say that? Tell me yeah. Come on. Tell me yeah. Because, see, I used to come to Texas back in 2014, 15, 16, 17, and even in 18. Yep, I used to. But after 2018, I stopped coming to Texas. I was all through Texas. Lubbock, Amarillo, Austin, all through Texas. In 2018, my last time through, I was telling everybody, do not vote in decriminalization. It means it's going to still be illegal, and you're agreeing with it being illegal. Now, they said, oh, no, we don't go to jail. And I'm like, yeah, but they take your pot and give you a ticket? How's that? Well, we don't go to jail. It was stupid. But a few months before my name legally became 420 Jim, see, my name used to be Jim Stevens. That's why I don't like people calling me Jim, because my first name is 4. But this is me in 2018 going through Texas telling the damn idiots, do not vote into criminalization. But see if you recognize any of this.
ABC 7 News at 10, the Panhandle Spirit, starts now. One man is on a journey, traveling the country on a mission. You may have seen him in
What's up, North Korea?
You can't miss him, really. ABC 7's Jayla Washington joins us now live in studio with what he's up to. Jayla?
Well, Dave, for about 5 years now, Jim Stevens has been to 30 states advocating and collecting signatures for what he calls the most beneficial medicine on earth. What is this exactly? I'll let him tell you. Right here.
Oh, look. Stupid on here says to get a job to me and calls me a loser. What are you, looking in the mirror or something? I'm 67 years old. I'm retired. Nope, I don't live on welfare or none of that bullshit like you probably do. You know what I get to live on? The money I paid in all my life. And you know what I do with $800 every month? Put it in this mission. And you want me to go to work at 67. Your little broke ass probably won't work after you're 30. Probably working off of your mama's tit or something. Go away with your stupidity, would you? You're interrupting the news story.
On Route 66 in Amarillo, you'll find Mr. Jim Stevens and his cannabis.
I am 420 Jim.
Stevens, an active advocate of cannabis, has traveled near and far to not only educate,
Peace, love, and cannabis.
but to fight to legalize it across all states since March of 2014.
And like Mr. King, I had a vision, a motorhome and a wheel. I grew up with the alcoholic mom and whatnot. I've seen what alcohol and opiates and coke and everything else.
But see, I like I say, I went all through Texas. How about this one?
Breaking. This is KMAX News at 10. Determined someone had to do.
And not patting myself on the back, really, but did you notice the last news story and this one? Who was the lead story? When the news started, like 11 o'clock noon. Who was the lead story? Yeah, me.
Something about cannabis laws that do it federally. I looked at myself in the mirror that morning and said, well, I'm that person, you know. And that person is bringing his message of legal marijuana to Wellness Tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Brian Martin.
I'm Lauren Motter. It is legal to smoke marijuana in 9 states now, and one man is driving across the country trying to convince the other 41. The United States Rosso caught up with him on his stop in Lubbock. Jim Stevens has been on the road for half a decade spreading his message. He wants to destigmatize his use and eventually have it become legal across the country. But state representatives said that's unlikely in the state of Texas. As drivers rush down 34.
Oh, I've been on many news stations and newspapers.
We saw an unusual bus.
The most beneficial
Plant on earth.
whether people smoke or not.
That's Jim Stevens, or 420 Jim. How you doing? He drives this camera.
They let me say a couple of cool things.
Statement in life. You smoke cannabis.
He's been on the road for 5 years.
Yeah, I sold everything I had and I hit the road.
And helps his tour across America convinces others of the benefits of cannabis use.
I'd rather my grandkids smoke a joint instead of a cigarette any day of the week.
Yeah, did you hear that? I don't want my grandkids to smoke nothing, but I'd rather them smoke a joint instead of a cigarette. The next statement coming up in a second is really cool, I think.
Eventually, hoping to convince the U.S. government.
Everybody just lives on the joint. What we have, world peace for 2 hours. You don't see the harm in that.
State Senator Charles Pitt.
That's the idiot, Texas. You need to get out of office, Perry. He stated in 2018, as long as he's in office, it's not going to happen. So if I was y'all, Texas, I'd make sure you get Perry and any of his other idiots out of office with you. For those that don't know, I do these lives every day at noon and 7. Of course, this ain't noon or 7. What happened is an officer come up. And anytime an officer, good, bad, or indifferent, or someone comes up that, you know, I always go live. So if you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Kick that bottom bell and turn on all notifications. See, I normally love smoking out. Look, got her all clean. Thank you for the alcohol, Eddie. Look, I got her all. I even cleaned up the 50 23 caliber. That's what you get when you cross a 50 caliber and a 223. A cool pipe made from a Vietnam vet. Oh, I'm ready to take off tomorrow, Snaps. I'm getting ready to go into Tennessee. How many different ones I bring on? What are you talking about? I've been to 38 states. I don't know. Is that what you're talking about? Where in the world is my can? Oh, I hit it from myself. It was back there. For those that haven't seen the mobile billboard, you know, kind of styling, especially towards the end of the video, it's got a night shot. Anyhow, I'm going to play a little video. How about a little frost?
Yeah, come on, take a little trip with the frost. We about to go low riding.
Thank you for the support, Stephen. Oh, the Lord's always with me, Mr. Snaps. Don't panic, it's organic. I like that.
Yeah, another night on the boulevard, cruising hard, and everybody's low riding.
I'll be in Jackson, Tennessee tomorrow or the next day.
And you know what, man? Everything is gonna be alright. Yeah, the bumpers all eyes on me. Rolling Chico G63, convertible rag top and the rag top's down. On the killer days with the big boom sound. Lift the front and back pancake from the bottom up. And
I love it when they go up there and they take pictures. Me taking pictures of him taking pictures.
What you doing on the boulevard, local? Cruising. The bass escapes from the wind.
Right on, Virginia.
It's Sunday, I gotta go. Yo, you can hear the bass of the rat jams, old breaks. A fly ass and Paula dumped pain, got the gold flakes. Kicking back and yo, I'm soaring like an
Yeah, I think it's fixed.
Jeep and Ralph M's in a Regal. We're looking at the fine ladies bumping the fresh.
Oh, I've had 3 different cops come by and visit me today.
Scrapes, girls from blocks and blocks. They come in flocks and flocks. Ready to box, cause my 64 rocks. We call it a caravan. And yes, y'all, we're rolling hard. A single file line.
On the boulevard. I think I'm going to take little clips and make music videos out of them. You get to sit here dark in about 15 seconds. The song will be off in a minute. I'll tell you about it after the song. It's almost over. It's getting ready to show you dark mode. Oh, I'm glad you stopped smoking out of cans. I like them. Oh, baby. You ain't a true smoker if you didn't smoke out of a can or tampon paper.
I wanna cruise it. I got Jimmy hat in my pocket. I wanna use it to take me to the canyon of love. I wanna get ya, yo baby. It don't matter if I just met ya.
That's absolutely.
Yeah, cause you got the gin, mama. That's the price I pay for being on the boulevard. All these INTs and
You forgot about them tampon papers, didn't you? I used to love it when someone said, I ain't gonna smoke that. Good, left more for us. I'm very particular when I smoke. I only smoke at 2 different times. One time is when I'm alone, and the other time is when I'm with somebody. But the whole key to not overdoing it is I only smoke on the days that end with Y. If you stick to them 3 simple rules, you'll be all right. It wasn't hard to put. They're not hard to put on. Time consuming, a little time consuming and stuff. Took me a couple hours, whatever. After travel, I've got to, go and plug in a wire that might have came out or whatnot due to the wind or whatever. But it's worth it. It's worth the little aggravation. What do you mean laughing out loud, tampon papers? Are you a real stoner? I mean, well, now, the last 20 years, they probably had it in plastic instead of paper. I noticed quite a few years back, they started putting them in a plastic applicator and plastic wraps. Back before they started making all the plastic products that's bad for you and stuff, they used to come in a cardboard tube and a paper wrapping that said tampons on it, blue writing. I mean, no real stoner, old stoner, any old school stoner, 70s and before, they could tell you anything, because we all had old ladies. We seen them up there and whatnot, and you give a stoner something to smoke, nothing to smoke out of it. Well, someone said, damn, them papers that they wrap the tampons up in, which are in a cardboard tube, so they don't even touch the paper. The cotton one, it don't even touch the paper. But I don't know. It's like, who looked down at the very first oyster, opened it up, and said, "Oh, that looks good," you know? Just well, I can't tell you who's the very first stoner, but I'd like to shake his hand, that figured, damn, I don't have a Bible, because people use Bible paper, but I got a tampon paper. And like I say, I don't know who the hell invented it, but what a smart person. Because, voila, we were out of papers, and someone said, "Hey, man, your old lady got a tampon?" "Yeah, what's that got to do with it?" "Watch this." And no, you don't even need glue on it. They will do like regular older papers that don't have glue. They like, what's that? There's a tobacco that has Durham or something. They don't have glue on their papers, but they will stick. It's just a natural thing. Anyhow, yeah, and it seemed like there'd always be something. Someone's, "No, I won't smoke that." Good, that leaves more for us, you know. Why wouldn't they smoke it from it, you know? Oh man, I can tell you another story that's better than that. That's right out of it. Cheech and Chong should put it in a movie. What do you mean am I going to tell you what the cop said? The cop said that I was fine. The cop said I wasn't camping. The cop said me to have a good evening. I mean, you can watch it when at the end of this live, after a few minutes, whatever, you can go down my live segment. You can see all three of them. The first one was at 6 o'clock this morning, I think. The second one was during my noon live, I think. And then this one. So yeah, you can actually watch them. How do I know if you're my dad? I'm your dad. I don't know who you are. But no, I'm sorry, I'm not your dad. I've got one daughter, one beautiful daughter, and 6 wonderful grandkids from my daughter. So yeah, I'm very blessed. Hey, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, would you? I'm just an old hippie out here fighting for your rights to cannabis and hemp. Nothing more, nothing less. You know nobody belongs in jail for weed, right? Don't you agree with that? Let me show you something.
Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint and turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud. And you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me.
Weed.
People come, people go. Some grow young, some grow
I'm human.
I woke up in between memory and a dream.
I put all that political BS behind, like Jew, Muslim, yada, yada, white, black, blue, gay, straight. I put all that shit behind me. I'm a human being on planet Earth. And if we all live the golden rule, do unto others, don't judge others, bully others, fight, steal, none of that stuff, you know, the things you don't want done to you, we'd be living in the Garden of Eden. Prove me wrong. We'd be living back in the Garden of Eden if we just remembered, like dogs. They're all dogs. Every canine is a canine. There's different colors and breeds and stuff, yeah. Just remember that. There's different breeds and colors of us, whatever you want to call us, whatever, but it goes back to we are a human being. We come in this world naked nothing. We leave naked nothing. We bleed red. I'm not a Nephilim, a fallen angel, an Anunnaki or nothing. And unless you are and have that corrupted DNA, then you're like me. You're a human. And you're going to live and die and bleed red. You're no better than me, no worse than me. Nothing. We're exactly even. Men, women, everything. You're taught it. If you're a human being, you're just the same as that human being there beside you. Whether it's white, black, blue, gray, male, female, whatever. It's a human being just like you. And everybody has all these equal rights stuff, but we let all these people, take away our rights. You got to have a license to marry, to drive, to fish, to hunt. I mean, come on. To drive a forklift, to drive any vehicle. There's so many, to captain a boat, there's so many different licenses you got to buy out there. Who give them the right to take away all these rights to make us buy them back from them? Oh, it's that two-party system that is a one-party system that you can't see through. Left wing, right wing, one body. It's so simple that people don't see. Hey, I was in San Pedro for 1 year. Matter of fact, Joe Catoni, he had a couple of places on Portugal, I think it was, over by Long Beach and stuff. Anyhow, I fixed and ran a longline boat for him up out of Ventura for a few months. I used to go out to California and do the tuna season and stuff all the time. And they put that weed down. What are you, something? Are you the weed patrol guy? Here, that makes me want to take another hit, weed patrol guy. This one's in your honor. Your honor, I'm going to take a hit in that guy's honor. Oh, there it is. Had to find a lighter. Cheers. Come on by Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, I think it is. Westwood Boulevard and Poplar Road. And I'll give you a little Jesus. Well, you can get some photos. You can scan the QR, which you can do where you're at now, and get on the petition, because you know as well as I do, nobody belongs in jail for weed. And we need it federally legal. They can't get the petition and sign it. So you got to sign it for them, right? I had my third officer come by. Hey, how y'all doing? Good. Y'all come to check out the petition? Yeah. Oh, I love the bark shirt. Have you got your phone on you?
No, I don't.
No phone. Bad stoner. Take that QRs with you when you get a chance. If you scan that, nobody belongs in jail, and we need federal legalization. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I've been on the road since March 1st of 2014. I've come through here many a time. Well, not here, but Missouri many a time. Usually Sedalia and Warrensburg and stuff. In 2019, I asked the judge to make my first name, that used to be Jim, my last name. So when people call me Jim now, I'm like, put Mr. in front of that. That's not my, that's now my last name. I'm on YouTube, especially. But I get, everybody say, hey, Jim. I'm like, my name's not Jim. If you want to call me Jim, call me Mr. Jim. See, I can't use Jim no more. Now I got to use 4 because my name became 420 Jim. And I can't use Jim Stevens no more. It's illegal. You ought to see the cops' reaction. 3 different cops. They were all cool at all 3 times today. I got a show them my ID. They don't, really request it. I just hear, I'm 420 Jim, and I get kicks and reaction out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, nobody belongs in jail for weed. And we got a lot of laws that's getting ready to change. You notice they're trying to take away the smoke shops. Texas just banned all THCA. Newsflash, every cannabis plant is THCA. So they're taking away the hemp. They're taking away every bit of cannabis from Texas. Because until you heat it, it's all THCA.
How long you been doing this for? 2014?
March 1st of 2014, I hit the road. I did a petition with Obama, then a petition with Trump the first time, then a petition with Biden, now a petition again to Trump in this Congress.
That's pretty cool.
He gave us every herb-bearing seed in Genesis, right? Bob Marley said on the bottom, to make marijuana illegal is like saying God made a mistake. What's it say at the very top? Everyone needs a little Jesus.
Oh yeah, I personally smoke weed myself too.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, except we're not supposed to put smoke in our temple, so I can't tell people to smoke pot. But did he mind if we got the euphoria? No, because all you got to do is heat it up. You can cook it in a stew of butter or something, you're going to get high. He knew that we would get high from it because he gave it to us as meat. But I got to agree, and like next year, I want to do edibles, make my own. I'm coming off the road. I want to grow my own and make my own edibles and quit smoking. I did 40 years of cigarettes, and once I grow my own plants, I'm going to smoke the leaves for my tobacco and make edibles.
That'd be fire. Now, I've seen it for a few times over here, and I was like, I want to come say hi.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm getting ready to go towards Tennessee tomorrow.
You are?
Yeah. I wanted to come by a couple days. A couple people asked me to stop here on my way. And, when that happens, I try to do that. Heck, you can follow me on YouTube. They barred me from Facebook. I'm banned. I'm Trump Jr. I'm banned from Facebook. But I do YouTube. What's that?
My fiance.
Oh, just look up my name, 420 Jim, on YouTube. FOURTWNTYJIM. At noon and 7 p.m. I go live, or when cops come. I just had a cop a little bit before y'all walked up, and that's why I'm live now. I'm still yakking at them.
How many viewers you get?
Huh?
How many viewers do you usually get?
It goes up and down. Right now there's 29 on it. But earlier it was 77. It just depends. Yeah. My main social media was Facebook until he kicked me off of it last year. And I had 10,000. I couldn't get no more followers or nothing on it, I couldn't have no more friends. I'd hit the max. But, and TikTok, if I wasn't shadow banned, I'd be number one on it. But I'm so shadow banned on TikTok that it's not funny.
Well, all right. You have a good day.
Hey, y'all too. Hey, pleasure was all mine. Be blessed, my friends. Be blessed.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Move, little ones. Doggone. Yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and yak for an hour, seeing as I went live when the police come. So that was an hour ago that I had my last visit. I need to go through there and make a little clip and watch. I'm gonna make a couple clips that's gonna get some views. Nothing bad, but yeah, I want to go make a couple more videos. So tonight at 7, join me at 7, and you'll see a couple more of my videos. And all it is where I take some footage of the billboard and add music to it, like this here.
Peace up, A-Town. Yeah!
up, London, England?
Down in the low key, she know how it is. I said, funny, she was singing.
I'm having a great afternoon, my friends.
Like that you know me, decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Oh, say come get me, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, honey, that time said, come get me. Peace up. Hey.
My first stop's probably gonna be Jackson. I'm headed to Nashville, or I won't go into Nashville, but I'm going towards Nashville and then down to Atlanta, Georgia area. No, I'm not the reason you have 420. But my name, my legal name, actually means time to get stoned Jim. You know how people like to kid a guy named Jim, first name Jim, which I used to be, Jimmy, Jimbo, Jim Bob, and all that stupid shit? Well, they can't do it to me no more because my first name's not Jim no more. But they don't make fun of the fact that my name literally means, because everyone knows that April 20th isn't 420. It was the time of day that people got together and smoked after school. And instead of saying, let's go smoke a joint or anything like that, you'd say, hey, it's about 420, or let's go 420. 420 has always been about time, not a date. So if people really wanted to tease me about my name literally means time to get stoned, Jim. Or time to smoke, Jim. No, I'm not the founder of 420, but that's my first name, first, middle, and last. My first and middle name is 420. No, why do you want to come on here and lie to people like that? Why do you want to come on here and lie to people like that? Now, if you want me to be your step-grandpa or something, right on, brother. I love you. But you know I'm not your grandpa. And that kind of disrespects my family, my 6 grandkids and stuff. But if you want to be my step-grandkid or something, you know, hey, praise the Lord. Well, you just keep on missing me. And I pray for you, okay? How can I have this many of you? This ain't nothing. It goes up a bit. I'm not normally here until noon or 7 p.m. Cheers. This started an hour ago when the popo came and wanted to know what I was doing. And of course I said what I do best, getting people's attention. And that's what I do best. I get people's attention. Good or bad, I get their attention, you know? Like, I get good attention from good people. I get bad attention from trolls, but you know what? I got their attention. That's what I do. And it's funny that a lot of people don't get that. You think he gets attention now, you should see her at night. He gave us every herb-bearing seed. He didn't stutter. To make it illegal is like saying my creator made a mistake. He gave it to me as food and not to smoke. I'll agree with that, but we're not supposed to judge, and if somebody wants to smoke it, that's their business. And of course, everyone needs a little Jesus. Come on by, scan one of the QRs. They all go to the same place. If you donate a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, or whatever, you take a marker and tag the Cannabago if you like. Anyhow, if you're in Poplar Bluffs, Missouri, near Westwood and Poplar Boulevard, stop on by, say hello, get a picture, tag the Cannabago, scan the petition. You don't have to come here to scan the petition. But I need everybody out there that's watching this, 420gem.com. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. You know that just as well as I know that. And you need to sign the petition, please. Woo, I'd like that. I'd like some red Afghan meat, yeah. Well, all you gotta do is follow my journey, my friend. I'm here at noon and 7 p.m. I mean, you don't have to come every day, but, you know, follow my journey. You can always go to my channel, and it says lives, shorts, videos. If you click on lives, you can see every live I've done. When I got kicked off of Facebook and started going live on here. You can go all the way back to, you know, that happened last year. You hope that nobody gets in an accident with the what's a DUI then? If you're calling this a DUI van, you're so stupid. Yeah. Oh, right on. Shit, I didn't get over there to and by the time I turned the Bluetooth off and the radio on, it'd be gone. If I had a little bit more notice, I could have went and listened or had it in the background. Doggone it. But you know what? I got a good one. Because sometimes the sounds of silence is pretty good.
And touch the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people leaving. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people hiding sounds and voices never shared, and no one there to stand the sound of silence. Fools say now you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows.
And yes, I know exactly what driving under the influence is, and you're the stupid one. Don't be calling me stupid. You assume that I drive while smoking? Well, you'd be a liar. You know, I'm not consuming while I'm driving or nothing. Why you want to be just a flat-out liar? You know what I mean? I've even been through 2 illegal searches, and they haven't found a roach, a seed, or nothing in the vehicle. Yeah, so you're quite the stupid ass instead of a nice person. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you an ass. You're quite the uneducated person thinking that I'm going to drive around getting a DUI. Now, let me tell you a little story about Sergeant Woody in Tennessee. Y'all want to hear that story? The one Tennessee, the headline in the newspaper said, "To be blunt." Yeah, 3 big words, "to be blunt." It would have been funnier in hell if it said, "I kicked Sergeant Woody's ass." It didn't say that, but it had the front page was this motorhome with the flags out and the courthouse in the background, and the headline read, "To be blunt." And when you went on the inside, you know, it had the main story on the out, and then you went and opened the paper up, and on the inside, you see me giving the judge the peace sign as I'm leaving the courtroom. And I got this shirt on with the pot leaf on the front and the back, and I'm saying, "Thank you, Your Honor," as I'm leaving out of the courtroom, because I kicked his ass in court. Yeah, he thought he was going to profile me for DUI. You want to hear that story? You want to hear the whole story? Because there's plenty of people who can tell you about it. So yeah, I know what, just like I know what camping in public or camping is, and I beat that charge too. I know what parking a bus on the highway is. I beat that charge. Oh, right on. Yeah, you should have let me know and I would have put it in the background. Thank you. I just let the good Lord take care of anything. I have no problems. I have no problems. I let the good Lord take care of it. You know what I mean? I'm going to have haters and stuff. Oh, well, heck, my friends, I think I'm going to be getting ready to go here in a minute because I come back. Yeah, another hour and a half I'll be back here. So join me back here in about an hour and a half, if you would, at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you would. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And just like when it started out with the cops here and whatnot, if you kick the bell and turn on all notifications, maybe you will be notified when I go live. I know some people are and some aren't. But that's all I can tell you. Make sure you've got all notifications turned on. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, nah, the system just, I mess with them back. And you know, the cops, they were all good cops. I have to say, good cop, attaboy, knock on wood. And 2 of them, I got to give a little Jesus. The other one said he had enough Jesus. So I'm like, cool. You know, I'm not going to push nothing on no one. And if he's got enough Jesus, he knows. Look at Spaghetti Dude. I'm a phony. Oh, stupid, how am I phony? Is that stupid or what? How am I phony? Yeah. Take 5 minutes and think about your stupidity. No, I don't know about any turkeys. I had some Panamanian spears one time, man. That was some pretty fire-ass weed. Mr. Greg, it's going good. I'm getting ready to get off of here, though. I need to charge my battery for my 7 o'clock live and everything. So I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'll be back at 7. Oh, hey, prayers back at you. I'm here. Well, I'm in Poplar Bluffs. I guess it's still part of the Ozarks. But anyhow, people, I'll be back at 7 o'clock Central Time. It's 5:40 right now. So an hour and 20 minutes, I'll be back here, and we'll spend a couple hours if you like. And you'll meet some of my other friends and stuff. Please sign the petition. Tell people about the petition, the channel. And remember, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. The dogs love you. I love you. Most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful afternoon. And I'll see y'all back here at 7 p.m. Central Time.